Hi everyone, it's Ashley and I am finally back with a new process video for Hip Kit Club. It feels like forever since the last time I uploaded a scrapbook process video. It's been about 3 weeks, so I'm glad to be back sharing one with you today. And you can see here I'm getting started. This one is going to kind of be all about circles. I wanted to use my circle punch. This is a 2-inch punch. And I'm going to use it in 2 different ways, and I'm also going to use a 1-inch punch later on toward the end of the video. But you can see here I just punched out my 4 photos. I kind of printed those just around 2 inches, so that way I knew that the punch would punch out around the area that I wanted it to. And so I just kind of got those photos in the place that I want them on my page, and I'm going to add a long title. I wanted to use a mix of the thickers and letter stickers that are included in the May kit, which is the kit that I'm working with. Kimberly always puts in a great variety of thickers and letter stickers, so there's always some fun uses for those. So I'm just going to mix several different ones of those together. And I wanted to start out, since I had my photos in place, just building my title. And the title is going to say, "We go together like peas and carrots." And so I knew that I wanted together kind of right there in the center of the page. And so I went ahead and did it first to get it in place so that I could get the rest of the title on the layout. And you can see here I'm just using some of the thicker packaging and just kind of placing the thickers right there on the edge, and that way I can line them up and get them on my layout without them being too crooked. I think they still ended up being a little crooked just because I tilted the packaging, but you know, it's okay. Nobody's going to measure. It doesn't have to be perfect, so it still looks good in the end, so that's all we care about. But I used 2 different thickers there. Like I said, the rainbow thickers, and then the black ones are from the Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy collection, the new collection, and those are also included in the kit. And the little blue letter stickers, those are from Chicken Nitty Crafts. And so I just wanted to mix in, like I said, the different fonts and thickers. And then the big ampersand, that is in the Pink Paisley ephemera pack that's included in the kit. And I liked it, the transparent on that. It's in the Citrus Bliss pack that's included in this month's kits. And so I just liked that it kind of mixes all that different typography together. So I'm going to get that last word on there. And just so you know, the little break in the videos, I actually went to go film some segments for Scrapbook Soup TV. And so that's why I kind of took a little hiatus from my videos. I just had some things to get ready for that. And then we were actually gone for a week up to Cleveland, Ohio. And did like a little mini family kind of road trip. And did some fun things. We went to Niagara Falls, and then I got to film with Julie Faye Fanbalzer for the Scrapbook Soup TV segments, which was really fun. And those will be coming up sometime in August, so I'll let you know more about that later on. And so now you can see that I got my photos down, and I also got all the title letters finished. So what I'm doing here is using that punch again with some of the pattern papers that are in this month's kit. And I wanted to punch the circles, so I punched from 4 different pattern papers. And once I had those punched, I just used my scissors to cut those circles into 4ths. And I'm going to go back and put them on the page and just arrange them with those different patterns to create like a pie chart look. So this is a great technique if you don't have a die cut machine, but you still want to kind of get that look, the die cut looks. Just use your punches. You can come up with all kinds of fun ways to use your punches to get lots of different looks. And so I'm just working with those circles, kind of figuring out where I want them. And of course, once I get them in place, I go back and change it after I turn the camera off, because I wasn't in love with the placing. So I did change those a little bit. But once I got all the little pieces adhered, I wanted to add some texture around those. So you can see here that I'm just kind of messy stitching, just some wonky circles. There's no perfect way to do that. So you can see I'm just going around there, and I'm going to do all of those punch circles, and then I'm also going to stitch around the outside edges of my photos also, just to get some fun texture around those. And I wanted to add some black color shine before I started adding the other elements, so I just used some punch circles just to cover up my photos, so that spray mist would not get on there. because I am really bad about doing that, so I wanted to keep those protected. And you can see I kind of cheat to get the big splatters. I just use the little stem on the nozzle and kind of draw those out just to make it get that splattered look. So once I get the color shine, then I go ahead and start getting some of my embellishments out, and those are the wood veneers from Evalicious, and I wanted to go back through that pink paisley pack to pick out a few other items to go. And I was kind of looking for some of the circle embellishments. There's those little lemon slices that are really cute. So I wanted to bring those into the page and just find some spots for those. I used to think I didn't use circles a lot on my layouts, but I've looked through my gallery and a lot of them have circles on them. I guess it's just something that I really never paid that much attention to, but I thought to myself one day, I was like, I need to use circles on my layouts more. And then when I started looking through my gallery, I was like, wow, these have a lot more circles than I thought. So I was actually using them without even knowing it. And so here's some more Evalicious goodies. These are the puffy stickers, and we all love puffy stickers. So I'm just kind of placing those around. I kind of just created some little embellishment clusters on some of those circles just to add some interest around the page. And so I'm just getting those down and adhered as I go. And I do change that one up on the top circle. I decide to add something there later, so I just move that little puffy sticker somewhere else. And now I'm just grabbing a few of the hearts that are on that sheet to add around those clusters. And I like to glue my wood veneers on with my hot glue gun because that just helps them stick so much better. And I don't have to worry about them coming off. And I couldn't get that little puffy sticker to go where I wanted it to, so I had to fight with it for just a minute to get it in place. And this is where I decide that I'm going to add some of the little triangle shapes right there above that wood veneer. They're little tiny kind of enamel. These are just a mix of enamel shapes and words. And so I kind of wanted those little triangles to point kind of like an arrow, just to have a different embellishment right there above the wood veneer. There was a space there and it was bugging me, so I wanted something to fill in that spot, and so I thought those would be cute. And I used the colors that kind of match with the papers and the rainbow colors in the thickers that I used, and just kind of put those there pointing toward the word like. And they're really cute. You just have to work with them because they are kind of tiny to get those on your page. And so here's where I go back and take that off. I wanted to use the word rad and get some more of that enamel lettering on there. And those are also from Chickanity Crafts, and they're really cute. We had several Chickanity products. We had the enamel and the stamps right there that you see, and we also had some of their papers in this month's kit. You can see some of them right there while I'm thumbing through, because I decided I wanted something to go on those outside edges. That's a Chickanity paper, and I really like the stars, but it wasn't doing it for me with what I had already going on the page, so I decided to use this multicolored chevron that's from the Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy. And I like to cut them sometimes like that on an angle to where there's a thinner part and a thicker part. So I just wanted that to kind of frame the sides of my layout. So you can see there I just cut those just with the wider end and the smaller end. And once I get those on, I do go back and stitch down the sides too, just to add some more texture there along the edges. And then here is where my 1-inch stamp is going to come in. I wanted to add some more red to the page, so I stamped the little hello phrase with the circle from Chickanity several times, and then I used my 1-inch punch to go back and just punch those out. And those make a great embellishment to add to the layout. So I'm just going to use some pop dots on a few of those to add a little dimension, and I'm just going to kind of place them around the page with some of those circles and next to some of my photos. And I just kind of like the look of those repeated hellos. And I did have a smudge of black color shine over there on the right top hand corner, so that hello up there was perfect for hiding that. So I'm just going to finish getting those on, and that's pretty much the end of this page. And I just want to say thanks again to all of my subscribers and all of the new subscribers. Thanks for watching each week, and I hope you enjoyed this week's video and that you'll be back for my next one. And at the end of the video you can see the full layout and some close-ups, and you can also visit the Hip Kit Club blog and website for more of our kits. Thanks for watching.